Testing audio, testing audio. 1, 2, 3, testing audio. Let's hear it, Kelsey.
Chicken, butt, chicken, butt.
And up here.
Mostly right here.
You pretty much covered the face. Right, here we are.
I am here at Altus Peformance with the legend himself, Cameron McCormick. This is my first ever golf lesson, so why not take it from the best?
Yeah, let's make it happen.
I am so excited, nervous. Like when you go on a roller coaster, you're like, I'm really excited, but you're like, I'm really nervous to be judged on how loud I scream on the roller coaster. Yeah, it's
golf is fine. Yeah, we're not in any danger here. We're just gonna make that ball go straight and fire.
All right.
That's the objective.
All right, let's get started. Yeah.
Okay, first swing. What's going through your head right now?
I'm nervous, obviously. Hopefully it doesn't go that way.
The good news is I've hit so many bad shots in this bay that you're fine.
That I'm fine.
You're fine.
Hey, any shot you hit that you're not happy with, I'm not happy with as well, so we're on the same page.
Okay.
And our objective is also the same, to make you hit better shots. So
all right.
Let's get started.
Okay.
4 on the tee.
4 on the tee.
You see the tee come back? It almost hit you in the
I
head.
didn't see it.
I don't even think I made a print on my club. That's fine. Oh.
That's fine.
Look at that.
We're just
it still looks like he sprayed it.
Oh wait, did he spray it and there's nothing on?
Oh no.
Okay, this is a good start.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow.
Look at that. It's trending. Most improved.
All right.
Okay, she went from not hitting it to now hitting it.
So now I have a spot.
If my objective was to get the club back to the ground, just like it's a plane, and it's landing on the runway, and the runway starts right at the back edge of the ball.
Okay.
Do you think it would be better if I leant forward and held the club further down or further up? As long as I didn't change my bend. If my bend was the same, would I
Extended your grip.
reached forward or reached back? Tough question.
Tough question.
Cool, I'll give you the answer.
Okay.
When you shorten down on the club, you make it that much more difficult to get to the ground. So the first check that I want you to go through is that your left hand's at the top of the grip.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Okay, now stand about 2 inches closer to it. Beautiful. And swing. Great job.
Well, those are
2 for 3.
2 for 3.
Now, sometimes it's hard to determine or gauge the distance we're standing from the ball. So what we do is we take our right hand off the club and we make a fist. And we should be able to swing that fist only gently between the top of our legs and the bottom of our handle. So you got plenty of space there. You got basically 2 fists between the top of the thighs and the bottom of the handle, yes?
Yeah.
So we need to get closer. So come on in. Beautiful. Tail back, knees flexed. There you go. That's your distance away.
All right.
Cool. Good. If you return the club like it's the plane, you're moving on down and you land on the runway, but yet the angle of the face is there, where do you think the ball's going to launch? Where's it going to start? Absolutely right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. If you turn the grip and the face was at that angle, where would the ball launch? To the left.
Yeah.
So what we need in the swing is we need a feeling that allows the club to rotate in the backswing this way. You already have that. What you don't have is the feeling that causes the club face to turn back to the left. This is called closing the club face.
Okay.
That's what we aim to teach you right now.
Okay.
Okay, so place your hand on the club. Here's your normal backswing. It's fantastic. Now the downswing, I want you to feel like right at the bottom, you get the toe turning to meet the ball. Toe turning to meet the ball.
Right.
This would be the reason why, when you explain about your driver, the driver goes heavily off to the right. Go. Awesome. Now what you can't tell is why the ball is running on the ground. I'm going to teach you that if I need to.
Okay.
But what I do know is I could see that that face was twisting and you probably felt it, yes?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Good job.
Oh!
Hello. So as far as distance, just to gauge, 135 yard 8-iron. I carried some of the best female players in the world. They hit their 8-irons about 145 yards. So that's not too shy. For someone that's only ever played 3 holes of golf and periodically grabs the club and swings at it on the golf course, that's amazing.
Right there.
Oh, you got your first center dot. Nice.
So that is a different feeling, obviously. I mean, I've only gone to Top Golf and hit balls, but that, you have to really think about, or I do at least.
Yeah, it'll become intuitive.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just gotta bake it in there
All right.
by doing it. So we've got the mixture, we've got the ingredients in, and now we're just gonna
Cook it up.
Yeah, exactly. good golf. Beautiful.
Jeez.
So if it goes to the right because the club face is open, if it goes to the left because the club face is
too close.
Exactly. Distance away. Excellent. Ready. Face twist. Good job.
So with new players, do you recommend, since you're having her tee up every time, for newer players to always pretty much just get teed up a little bit?
One of those experiences we all want is an experience of success. And when the ground can be one factor that causes a poor shot, just because of the beginning player's ability to hit the ball precisely when there's no margin for error, I reduce that margin for error by bringing the ball above the ground. So any beginning golfer, start off a tee, even if that means playing off a tee, I have no problem with that. Break the rules. Use me as your excuse. I want you to enjoy golf. So go out there, tee in hand, tee it up in the fairway, hit good shots, and eventually you'll learn to control the elevation of that plane, meaning the club head coming down and striking the tee, and then we can put it on the ground. So
Perfect.
One step at a time.
Nice shot. Oh.
Outstanding. Keep your eyes on it just in case it goes in. This is how you're currently swinging.
Mm-hmm.
Here's how I want you to feel.
Ooh, that's the move.
Exactly.
So is this kind of the over-the-top swing that a lot of people struggle with?
Yeah, this is the classic amateur's mistake, or even a novice golfer's mistake, because they don't have that face awareness. And as soon as you teach them to twist the face, then you can layer on top of that, arcing the club back to impact, to where it's no longer going to be a slice. In fact, you're solving for a pull draw at that point, which we've seen. We've seen balls starting left and curving hard left. So incrementally adding the pieces of that recipe that produce more solid shots and also straighter shots. Here, not out to the ball. You're trying to swing. Another way to think of it is your arm is above your shoulder and you're going to deliver an uppercut to the ball, not a over-the-top hammer.
All right.
Wow. Pretty good first try.
Thank you.
That was awesome. Sometimes the contact alone causes that face to open.
Yeah.
So even though you did your job
Uh-huh.
with twisting the face,
Uh-huh.
the ball gave it another idea.
All right.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
wow, that was a move.
Unbelievable. Let's do it with a driver now.
Okay.
Yeah?
Pulling out the big stick. Let's go.
There you go. So we graduated from needing a pretty high tee
Yeah.
to trying to go on a low tee. It didn't cooperate. I said,
Yeah.
nah, don't worry. Let's go down to the ground.
Yeah.
And you're able to dominate it.
So I've got a question.
Yeah.
Where should the ball be in terms of my body?
So the ball position for an iron, we're going to put it right in the middle of the stance. The stance being about hip width apart.
Okay.
So middle of foot, right underneath the outside of the hips, and then the ball is right in the middle of the stance. Another way to look at that is if I'm standing and I'm balanced 50-50, not leaning one way or the other, in the middle of the stance is going to be my nose and my sternum.
Okay.
So drop a club down, that's where the ball should be right in front of me.
All right.
Now with the driver, since it's off a tee, we're trying to, in most cases, hit it as far as possible. What we want to do is we want to move it forward in our stance.
Okay.
There are a variety of reasons that we're not going to go into, but just know that the basic rule is, okay, driver, rather than being at my sternum, should be right off the inside of my knee.
Okay.
So just off the inside of your lead foot.
Okay.
So what you would do is you would take your stance and you go little step, big step.
Okay, so little step.
Little step left, big step right. Beautiful. Try. What you did really well about that, which is kind of strange that I stopped there, hold on. It's okay to be upset. We want you to hit better shots. We want everyone out there to hit better shots, but realize that you can still do some things in the swing really, really well. And both of them you did really, really well. But when you're dealing with a club that's 45 inches long, it's even harder to get that plane to land in the correct spot. So we're just going to keep on persevering, particularly when we're trying to do something that's a little weird, a little new. So be patient, kind of push through those weird feelings and bring the club back to impact. You'll most definitely do it precisely the more you persevere with it.
Oh my.
Missed it. Turn that camera on. Did you not miss it?
I'm rolling.
Wait.
I was rolling.
What he was You looking down?
I was looking down at it and I was like, the noise actually, I was going to try to zoom in and the noise actually kind of frightened me.
This one's a doozy. Because it's a completely different swing than what I was doing.
Same swing, just longer on a flatter angle.
Oh, I'm talking about before.
Oh, you're right. Oh, yeah. The comment that I made before? Yeah, we're doing some new stuff.
Yeah.
Be patient. I want you to swing and try and clip the top of the tee.
Okay.
So we're actually making the task of swinging the club precisely more difficult.
Jeez.
I'm nudging you towards striking it better. Excellent. So 3 for 3 striking the tee.
Yeah.
Which seems like it's more difficult to hit. Which is bigger?
Oh, well.
Golf ball, clearly,
Yeah.
right? So why were you so readily able to strike something that's significantly smaller?
I have no idea.
You were just letting the swing happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm nudging you towards kind of like a mental frame of mind.
Okay.
That says, cool. I was successful 3 for 3 hitting something small, so I'm just going to make that same swing and let the swing happen.
Okay.
Feel the swing happen, rather than force the swing to produce an outcome that I so want, so desire.
So is it?
I just want to make this ball go straight and fire.
Taking the ball out, she has no outcome. There is no what the ball is going to do, so it frees her up.
There's no ball-bound outcome. Exactly.
Wow, okay.
So
Okay.
kind of leading you to it, nudging
Okay.
you towards it, tricking you into it.
All right.
So think about the tee. Like that.
Jeez, a missile.
Beautiful. Oh, first time. Hold on now. Stop. Stop. You've been so good at striking the tee. Here's what you did. Take a stance.
Okay.
Oh, she did a hammer.
Hammer. Sweet.
Do you think some golfers just get, when they're out in the range and stuff, they just hammer, 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 and they don't ever go back to kind of the thing that led to
For sure.
hitting good shots?
For sure. A few reasons why that would happen as well. I mean, it's the self-awareness. Golf's new. This move's new. Can't differentiate. Kind of tell. It's like looking at the sky and saying, it all looks blue, but it doesn't, right? You look down the horizon. There's a lighter shade of blue. You look all the way up to the 90 degrees up in the air, and you see a dark shade of blue. And so the granularity, the difference, the small differences between swing to swing for a novice player, they're just harder to tell. Hello.
Right down the freaking middle.
You can call yourself a golfer now. You know why? Because you're hitting great shots and it's your first golf lesson, learning how to do it.
Okay, we have moved out onto the actual grass.
Didn't close it.
Beautiful. You know what was special about the last 2 shots though? Come on in. This is a lesson for all golfers.
Yeah.
Best in the world versus someone starting out. The lesson was you knew what to correct on the next swing. Even though it was unsuccessful, you knew what to correct. Since you didn't bridge the gap between, I know what to do, I've got to close the club face and doing it, what we need to do is we need to go back into rehearsal mode.
Okay.
Just like you would at any performance. Your performance is, as a cheerleader, your performance is in dance. Didn't get that move right, let me do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it together. So we're in rehearsal mode, and what we didn't execute on was
Closing the club face.
this sensation. Exactly. Beautiful. So let's do it together. Relax. There we go. There we go. And there's a flow to it, right?
Yes.
By yourself now.
Oh, you literally hit that with a little baby draw.
So that time you bridged the gap between knowing what to do and actually doing it.
Yeah.
And that's where the excitement comes, right? The
Yeah.
joy? Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
the smile on your face.
Yeah.
So,
Just literally missiles, guys.
how you feeling right now?
I feel good, but I don't want to get too
Excited?
excited.
Because it might go away?
Yep.
Just like when you find that new restaurant, you need
Yeah.
a GPS unit, like Google Maps or Apple Maps to find it the first time. Once you've gone down that track, those turns and pathway once, it makes it easier for you to find it the next time. Because all you need are like stop signs and landmarks. And so your landmarks are, I'm going to hold it at the end, I'm going to stand 1 fist away, I'm going to feel the flow of the club face, I'm going to practice on my tee before any golf ball, because I know that if I make it a little bit more difficult, I can see myself, have that mindset of just clipping the tee, then the golf ball becomes that much easier. And then the last piece was, okay, let that club flow in, uppercut to the ball, rather than a hammer chop.
Yes.
Haymaker from over the top.
Jeez.
And that's all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen.
My gosh.
220 right down the middle for a player that's only played 3 holes of golf. Couldn't be prouder as a coach.
All right, that is it. He turned me into a LPGA player in
You're a
one
golfer.
session.
You're definitely a golfer.
Thank you so much. That was really fun. I was really nervous. More content on Altus Performance YouTube page. All of their stuff is down below in the description. Thank you again.
Absolutely, my pleasure. I look forward to next time.
I gotta come see you again.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, I was wrong. I'm so happy to be wrong.
No. 86.
124, 193. I wasn't wrong. I wasn't wrong about this.
193 carry.
That is awesome.
First swing ever on track, man.